And what did that do to America? We did get mad. It brought us into World War I. Two of these piers that Carpathia came to were very special passengers on the Carpathia.
Titanic.
The Titanic survivors, yes! So imagine thousands of people here praying their loved ones survived. Hey guys, look at the building coming up to your left, designed by the great architect Frank Gehry. It's like the billowing sails of a ship here on the river.
Can't even get a good picture because of the boom, boom, you stupid truck!
Hey guys, when we pass the building, turn your lovely heads all the way back to the right. Find the giant nets all the way back. See the nets? They catch the golf balls from the 4-story golf driving range. Hey guys, take a look above the doorway to your left, the 3 magic letters NBC. This is an early home for the National Biscuit Corporation, Nabisco. In this building, the Oreo was born. Behind it, another old Nabisco factory is where you get Rachel Ray and the Food Network. Hey guys, coming up, look at this rusted facade. If you were to get off the bus, you could still make out the words White Star. Here to your right, this is where the Titanic was heading to. And take a look, there's a few butchers left. This is the old meat packing district, but the yuppies have come, Students, what's a yuppie?
A fish. Oh, wait,
That's a guppy. By the way, no criticism for wrong answers or silly questions. I love questions, so don't be shy. It is a guppy's a fish. But some of you are going to be yuppies. You best know what you is.
I know. A young
You're a
person.
young urban professional. So get that great education, get a great job, live in any city. You're a yuppie. Students, where do you get when 2 yuppies get married? You take yes. Well, when they first get married, we call you a date. You're a double income, no kids. Now, your parents love you with every ounce of their heart, but you're very expensive. So get a great education, get a great job, marry someone with a great job. Leave your mama's side, hold on to the babies for 5 years, and party! When you're a day, 8, 10, 12,000 a month rent is no problem. So all over this island, a neighborhood you'd want to walk through 15 years ago, today you can't afford to live. This is all industrial just 12, 15 years ago, and now the money has come. Oh yeah. Yep, multi-million I'm sure today. Oh yeah. Oh, good question. We'll tell you that in a sec. Take a look at the 3 green glass buildings coming up to your left. The one in the center is where you find the actor Hugh Jackman. Yeah, take a look at the wooden stuff coming out of the water here. That's old pier supports. Okay, so in other words, a century ago, this whole island is ringed with piers. Shipping is king. Why don't they clean it up? That's now mating ground for aquatic life. There's actually a small species of seahorse that mates up on the piers. Guys, take a look. In the 40s, the city built a giant pier trying to keep shipping. It didn't work. Take a look what we're using it for now. Parking. There's baseball, soccer fields inside. And look up on top. Where you might be next. The Trapeze School of New York. Just coming up to your right. Come on, you chicken, swing. Look inside for the baseball fields. 3, 2, 1. Into the right. Look on top for the swinging. There. Whoa. Good girl. Oh, you see Miss Liberty off in the harbor? Guys, look at this funny little building at the end of the pier here. Across the river, there's 2 sister buildings. These are air vents and emergency exits for the Holland Tunnel. This is the earliest automotive tunnel built in the world in 1927.
There she is.
And what these things do is they suck out all the car fumes and bring in the allegedly fresh air. Every 90 seconds, the air is changed. Look to your left. That's the 4th vent.
Nice.
Now, guys, when you get off the bus, you won't see the bus again till about 11:15. So if you need it, take it with you. If not, as we say in New York, forget about it. So no bus at all till about 11:15. Now, I remember a few years ago doing a tour for little guys, much cuter than you. Oh, you're cute. But halfway through the day, one of the little guys said to me, "Oh, I'm moving to New York." And I was a little touched. I really made an impression on this kid. Why, I asked him, and he replied, "There's no schools here." I mean, you could spend, this is kid heaven. I told the little wise guy, don't bother relocating. We have 1.1 million kids in the public school system. Most kids would go to their neighborhood public high school. We have several public high schools of academic excellence. There's Bronx High School of Science, there's Brooklyn Tech, And about 15 years
so
ago,
pretty.
Stuyvesant got a brand new building.
That's
You'll see the first building coming up ahead to the right. The light brown building is Stuyvesant High. They even built the kids $1 million bridge, complete with elevators dead ahead of us. I thought if they were that smart, they should be able to cross the street. But they built the bridge anyway to Stuyvesant High. In their old school on 15th Street, they had a great English teacher called Frank McCourt. And I saw him interviewed. They said, "What's the best advice a student gave you?" He said, "One student told me, Mr. McCourt, you should write a book." And he did. He wrote Angel's Ashes, Tis, and Teacher Man. About his 30 years as a New York City public school teacher. Guys, this is going to sound insane, but it's true. Look at all the buildings on your right, all the way down the highway as far as your eye can see. If you were here 30 years ago, this is an empty lot. If you were here 50 years ago, this is the river. When you look at them building the World Trade Center originally, they were right on the river's edge. Today, the river's about a quarter mile down to your right. Now, we'll talk about this later when we get there. The World Trade site is a 16-acre site that goes down 6 stories, about 70 feet. So they took all that dirt, that's a lot of dirt, and they dumped it here. So about 20% of this land was born from the dirt they took out of the whole of the World Trade. I remember when this was an empty lot, Cirque du Soleil used to pitch their circus tents here to do their circus shows. That's right, yeah, you had to, oh, great. Yeah, there used to be an elevated highway here, and then in the 70s, a tractor trailer fell through the unmaintained highway, and they decided it was just easier to take the darn thing down. Oh. So far, so good. And take a look, it's one of the new corporate headquarters of one of those companies too big to fail. So many of the big shots in government, in finance come from this company, Goldman Sachs, here to your right. And guys, coming up to your left, you're going to see, it looks like a bunker. It's 3 feet of steel reinforced concrete in the lower level. This is One World Trade. All along your left is where 2,700 plus people are murdered, September 11, 2001. We're going to walk back up here and do a proper visit by the World Trade site. Hey guys, look at the overpass ahead of us. That's original from the day. If you look carefully, you'll see some of the dings and dents of the debris raining down. When you think how close this thing was, it's remarkable what good shape it's in. Now, while we walk around, please be careful. Every year, about 12,000 people get hit by vehicles in the city. 8.2 million living here, 50 million visit. It's a tiny percentage, but you don't want to be part of that statistic. So please be careful. Even though you're with a group, if the light changes, stop. We will, I may look like I'm not paying attention, I'm paying attention. We will wait for you on the other side. Just because you're with a group doesn't mean, oh, I'm with them. Stop. Also, guys, what's the #1 crime tourist or victim of in New York? Victim of?
Theft?
Pickpockets. Oh God, hopefully not right. Pickpockets. And again, I'm not trying to frighten you. We call it street smart. Just be aware of your belongings. And they'll follow you through a store. She puts that wallet away. She doesn't always zipper it. She doesn't always snap the snap. The one time you don't, his friend nudges you. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, you're apologizing. His friend is stealing your wallet. It happened in a blink of an eye. They think it's kind of funny. You apologize when they stole your wallet. So again, not trying to make you paranoid. Be aware of your belongings. Be aware of the street. And to leave you with some fond memories and not a police or hospital report.
You know, if a New York person says sorry, they don't They just walk past.
All of this sandy, the water went up about half a foot. All over this. All to these buildings to left were under about a half a foot of water. Yes. Oh, they're still recovering. There's this.
They try to reach all the way down. And they try
Never take this out. It's fine.
So guys, we'll be getting off. I don't want you to push each other, but as Mom would say lovingly when I was little, don't dawdle. So you're prepared. When we pull up, you get off. And again, we won't see the bus.